Hi, it's Madonna here from New Leaf Natural Therapies. Another tip that I've got with people doing the HCG process is about the 500 calories. There's a lot of research going on in the world at the moment asking whether or not we can actually get into that brown fat burning metabolism phase, which is what we do in phase 2 HCG, if we can do that on higher levels of calories. And I sort of think people are reinventing the wheel. Dr. Simeon's spent 20 years developing this process. And what I have found clinically is that people can cheat on HCG and they're losing weight, but what they're not doing is eliminating the fat cells. And I find this consistently because when people do it correctly and they do consolidation correctly, then they get long-term weight loss. So it really is about, you can imagine that 3 to 6 weeks when we're on the very low calorie diet, the 450 to 500 calories, we're not only shrinking the size of our fat cells, but we're also eliminating them. So to me, it's the elimination that's the big key. If we're having an extra glass of red wine occasionally, or an extra apple occasionally, or even a larger serve of protein, we might still be losing weight every day, but are we actually getting into fat burning? Or are we getting into the fat elimination? So what I have found is that the people who actually stick to the 450 to 500 calories a day actually do the best long term. Don't forget it's a fat-free diet, but it works like a ketogenic diet because we're releasing 1,000 to 1,500 calories of brown fat into the bloodstream. So if you imagine that 2,000 calories over the day with a good 1,500 of them being fat, that's basically a ketogenic diet with 3/4 of your daily intake, that you're releasing from deep inside. It's actually a ketogenic diet, which means that as a general rule, the muscle mass is left alone. So what I've found when people eat that little bit extra, so they might, the extra starches or the extra fruit or the extra proteins, veggies seems to be less of an issue, having the extra pickles or cucumber or celery or lettuce or whatever tends to be less of an issue for some reason if we're getting our extra calories from greens. It's almost like the body goes, no, go for it, do it. This is what I've been missing out on all my life. So yeah, where have you been all my life? Yeah, so I think once we get over the 500 up to say the 600, 650 calories, it stops the brown fat release. So you don't get that extra 1,000, 1,500 calories in your bloodstream. So therefore, you're really only running on the 600, 650 calories. So therefore, you're starving and want to chew your arm off. And I've found this to be so true over the years. I do have a couple of my favorite sort of supplements, things with chromium, vanadium, magnesium, those sort of things that really help with people to maintain blood sugar, sort of 1 or 2 per meal, and that sort of just helps to balance things out. If people have the sweet cravings, the herb gymnema, Gymnema, can be brilliant. It's in India and it's called the sugar killer, and it's something that helps to numb the tongue so that we don't need those sweets. Anyway, that's my tip of the day. Find me on Facebook. There's a HCG site on Facebook. All things New Leaf Natural Therapies. Catch you around, and don't forget to subscribe. Have a great day.